Good morning, I'm Trinity Chavez alongside Allison Kostick. It is January 18th and you are watching NYSE TV Live. One company is flying into the spotlight this morning here at the New York Stock Exchange as FlyExclusive will ring the opening bell in just about 30 minutes. From the cubes behind us above the trading floor to the video screens on the NYSE building on the corner of Wall and Broad Streets in Lower Manhattan, we also have FlyExclusive's branding all over this iconic building. Jim Seagrave, founder and CEO and chairman of FlyExclusive, will ring the opening bell and open up the U.S. equity markets very shortly, Allison.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those very busy days here at the New York Stock Exchange. While companies listed here on the New York Stock Exchange are looking to climb higher, FlyExclusive is looking to soar in 2024, pardon the pun. FlyExclusive is a Part 135 owner and operator of private jet experiences. So I know you're thinking, what the heck is Part 135? Well, that means it's a certificate required by the FAA for a company to operate as a non-scheduled air charter carrier. The company boasts a floating fleet of more than 100 luxury light to heavy jets, adding to its 100th jet just this past October. FlyExclusive, which launched in 2015 out of Kinston, North Carolina, is trading under the ticker symbol FLYX.
And you know, when FlyExclusive began trading here on the NYSE at the end of December, it did so via de-SPAC merger, not a traditional IPO. The term SPAC actually has become popular on Wall Street in recent years, and here's what you need to know about that. A SPAC is a special purpose acquisition company, often referred to as a blank check company, so to speak. In the case of FlyExclusive, the company merged with 40 blank check company EG Acquisition Corp SPACs like EG Acquisition are a publicly traded corporation, but are a shell company set up by investors with expertise in a specific industry or sector. And from there, SPACs have 2 years to complete an acquisition or they must return funding to investors. Now, a number of popular companies have been elected to join the New York Stock Exchange via SPACs in recent years, and we will get to all of that in just a few minutes, but first we're going to go to the boardroom for more coverage.
Chris Taylor, Global Head of Listings here at the New York Stock Exchange. On behalf of all of my colleagues, it is my pleasure to officially welcome FlyExclusive to the New York Stock Exchange as we celebrate the December 28th, 2023 listing of FLYX on the NYSE by ringing today's opening bell. Welcome, everyone. So, Jim, congratulations to you from all of us on building a company in less than a decade and having it here at the New York Stock Exchange. There is nothing that we love more here at the NYSE than welcoming an entrepreneur at heart to the public market. So congratulations. This is your next step on the journey of FLYX. To Greg at Entrust, to Gary at GMF, congratulations, gentlemen, on this transaction. Thank you for having EG Acquisition listed here at the New York Stock Exchange as well. You know, I was upstairs in my office and I heard a loud roar coming from Broad Street this morning. That is music to our ears at the New York Stock Exchange when people are so excited about a company coming to the public markets. And I know we have a lot of out-of-town visitors. I hope when you're out there, you were taking a look around at the neighborhood. It's a really historically important neighborhood. There's a statue of George Washington in the background. That's where he was sworn in as this country's first president in 1789. The capital, the first capital of the United States, is where that is, stood right behind him as well. That's where Hamilton started the Treasury Department. So it's a really important part. The New York Stock Exchange has been here since 1792, 232 years this May. It's an amazing history. The only reason we can lay claim to that history is because of our listed companies. FlyExclusive now joins 2,400 companies from 47 countries around the world. We call it the greatest community of companies on earth. So it is my pleasure to officially welcome FlyExclusive to that community and to call up your founder, CEO, and chairman, and more importantly, today's bell ringer, Jim Seagrave. Jim, welcome.
Wow. Guys, thank you so much. What an incredible day for this team. So many of us have worked incredibly hard to be here, but this isn't the destination. This is just a milestone on our journey. Today starts the next chapter for all of us. Taking this company wasn't the end game for me either. I didn't redeem a single share of stock. I'm in this for the long run. This is a day for us to celebrate, but our intention is to continue to build a generational company right in Eastern North Carolina, delivering for our customers, our employees, and our shareholders. And speaking of those shareholders, some of them that are here today, I want to thank you for believing in us and the business plan that we put together in this team. To the FlyExclusive team here and at home watching, you guys are also shareholders in this company today. So it's incredibly important for us, and you have a vested interest in delivering for this company and our shareholders as well. So we're super excited about having you on the team and being owners of this company going forward as well. I'm trying to rush through this. They told me I only had 2 minutes to talk through the whole thing here. Our business plan's never been particularly complicated. We block and tackle and deliver. We invest in the customer experience, our aircraft, and our technology and our people, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Our core values, we're not going to change. We're going to continue doing the same things and growing this business, and being a public company gives us access to the funds to continue evolving the business in the directions we want to go. Everyone at FlyExclusive deserves the credit today for getting us here. I get to stand up and take the bow for being here, but you guys are the heroes that were here. For those of you at home, those of you that made the trip here, I can't thank you enough for all the support. I want to take a couple of minutes here and just thank some people that were instrumental in making this thing happen, especially the deal team themselves. Case and Madison, if you don't mind, stand up for just a second. Bill Bernard. D. Warner. And Zach Nichols. This was your deal team that for the last year and a half maybe, sacrificed time with their families, with their friends. They worked nonstop, I think 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make this thing happen. I can't thank you enough. Beyond that, I want to recognize my executive team that is also here today. Mike Ghana, I think I see you back over there. Mike's been an incredibly close friend and a partner of mine in this business. Almost 20 years now, I think you've been putting up with me. So thank you for being here with us. Tommy Sowers, I don't know where you are over there. You are, Tommy. Rich Brennan. And Ron Brower, who is, where are you, Ron? Thank you. Thanks for all your support and all you guys have done for FlyExclusive, and we're going to keep winning and going forward and doing a great job for our shareholders. Next, I believe I saw him in here a minute ago, Larry Robbins and his legal team, our legal team. I can't even imagine being partnered up with anybody else. You guys were unbelievable, terrific. I am humbled to be your client, and appreciate all you guys did for us to get this thing over the finish line. The CFGI team. Thank you guys for all you did to get us through. Who knew how challenging it was going to be to take a company with hot dog stand level accounting to public company compliant level accounting? You guys held our hand through the process, and I can't thank you enough for what you did to get it done and the incredibly hard work you put into it as well. Next, I'd like to you guys, Chris introduced our SPAC sponsors in this, which are now our partners, Greg Heimowitz and Gary Fagel here to our right. They've become friends. They've become friends, partners. They're on the board. They voluntarily agreed to lock up for 3 years in this deal. It's pretty unique for a SPAC to have partners that have committed to this in the way they have, and I'm very thankful for them and happy to have them helping guide this company and me through the future. So thank you very much, guys. Along with that, we've got some of our board members here today. There's a couple of them are missing, but those board members I'd like to also recognize is Tom Seagrave. I assume you are watching this. He had COVID and couldn't be here today. Frank Holding had a conflict and couldn't make it today, and he's hopefully watching this as well. Peter Hopper, thank you for joining this. Another great friend. Customer. I think he's flown more hours on a FlyExclusive airplane than anybody else, any other customer we have, on top of that being a terrific guy, and I'm excited to have you on there. Mike Fox, I lost you over there. The North Carolina, he's the chairman of the North Carolina Department of Transportation, also an attorney, and super excited to have you on the team as well, and taking this thing together. So I look forward to we actually only had a committee meeting so far, so hopefully we'll have a full board meeting here in the next few weeks. A few more. I don't know if I've got to my 2 minutes yet, but I've only got a few more, I promise. To my parents who have supported me since I was 19 years old doing this. I'm gonna try to get through it. Wouldn't be here without them. Maybe I should have done them last. Incredible friends, they're here. Made this trip twice. We thought we were going to put this thing together in December, and every single one of them at times. Super thankful for all of you. Don't know if I'll get through that one with my family, but kids, wife, thank you. I needed that break for a second. But to the FlyExclusive team, again, you guys are the heroes that got this thing done. I get to sit up here and take the bow, which isn't really fair because you've done all the work. And so thank you so much for what you've done to take this over the finish line. You guys deserve the credit, and couldn't be more thankful. To our customers, I hope a whole bunch of you are watching. There's no company without you. So we're incredibly thankful to have you. We're going to keep working hard to deliver for you. Every minute's going to continue to matter for us. We're going to evolve this fleet, this company. We're going to have better aircraft. We're going to change and grow rapidly with doing this. That's why we're going public and accessing the funds that come along with that, is to make this company better for you. Lastly, to our shareholders, again, thank you for investing in us. We're all going to work incredibly hard to deliver the performance and results you expect and that we expect of ourselves. And with this, let's go. Excellent. How did I do on time?
That's fine. It's your day. It is your day. Hang up here for a second, okay? I'm going to put this over here real quick. All right. That was awesome. Thank you. So we have a lot of traditions built up over a couple of centuries. The most notable, of course, is the bell that we're going to ring to open the markets in about 10 minutes. But I'd like to present you with the medallion that we strike every morning for a bell ringer as well. So the front of this medallion is the facade of the exchange, 6 pillars that symbolize free markets all over the world with that beautiful FlyExclusive banner hanging down from it today. And on the reverse side is the Buntwood tree where those brokers started the exchange back in 1792. Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it. Quick photo here. Awesome. Thank you. All right. I'm going to send our live stream to our host, Trinity and Allison. We're all going to head down to the floor. We'll see you on the trading floor, everyone. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for that, Chris. Again, that was Jim Seagrave. He is the founder and CEO and chairman. And we heard him give a very heartfelt speech, really thanking the team, getting them over the finish line. We heard him say that this is not about the destination. This is just a milestone. We will continue to build a generational company that lasts a very long time. He said that FlyExclusive is all about blocking, tackling, and delivering. Again, today is all about FlyExclusive being here at the New York Stock Exchange. But now in other news, earlier in the show, we mentioned FlyExclusive was joining the NYSE through a SPAC merger. Now, to explain why some companies choose to take this path is Caleb Silver, who is the editor-in-chief of Investopedia. Good morning,
Good
Caleb.
to be with you.
It's good to be here. It's good to have you on NYSE TV Live. I mean, we want to talk about obviously the SPAC merger. Now, let's talk about how this one is different than a traditional SPAC.
Yeah, this is what we call a de-SPAC merger, the opposite of a SPAC merger. What's a SPAC merger? That's basically a company, a blank check company that has 2 years to put together a merger and acquisition or return the money to shareholders. In a de-SPAC like this one, you have a private company, FlyExclusive in this case, merging with a SPAC company, e.g. acquisition.
Yeah.
This came together actually in October 2022, took this long to get it to the public markets, but this is private company into public SPAC.
Now, tell me more about exactly what is needed through this process and how does this happen? Like, can you talk more about the specifics?
Yeah, sure. A company like FlyExclusive, which is a private jet company,
Yeah.
wants to go public and is seeking a vehicle to do that. Traditionally, companies would go through the IPO process. They would get an underwriter, a bank. They would do a roadshow, sell the shares before they went public. That's very costly. Takes a lot of time. In a SPAC or a de-SPAC merger, you just find that SPAC company and merge right into it and become public once regulatory approval happens and once you have shareholder approval. That's what happens here. Much quicker, much more efficient way to the public market.
So do you think that that's the reason why many companies choose this route? Is that what makes it so attractive?
Absolutely. Going public is a very onerous process.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to show a track record of financial performance. You have to get underwriters. That means banks. That means paying them a fee. It's a lot of legal work. And then you have to get investors to buy in to your company before you actually go public. These are the insiders. That takes a very long time and it costs a lot of money. This is a much quicker way to do it if you can find the right SPAC vehicle to merge with.
And we've really seen like an uptick SPAC mergers in recent years. Why do you think that is? Just because it sort of streamlines the process, it becomes more efficient and effective, or what? Why is this?
Yeah, we saw a lot of them in 2021 when interest rates were super low and money was cheap, and there was a much riskier, easier bet for a lot of investors to take. Now that you have higher interest rates, now that you have a little bit of riskiness out of the market, you haven't seen that many SPACs. In fact, we saw some 600 plus SPACs happen in 2021. About 400 have gone under or returned money to shareholders.
What do you think we're going to see for the rest of 2024? Do you think there's going to be another SPAC boom?
No, I don't, because interest rates are high, right? So
Yeah.
that already takes risk out of the market. So investors have alternatives right now. SPACs were a quick way to get into the market, quick way to get public, and for investors who latched onto them, sometimes a quick way to make money. But because interest rates are high and people are a little bit more careful, and you have options if you're an investor, treasury market, the stock market, other places, SPACs are probably going to take another back burner until we get into a much riskier environment that would mean much lower interest rates.
Some key takeaways there, Caleb. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Now, as we are about 8 minutes out from ringing the opening bell, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
When we walk around this business, we don't see the business, we don't see money, we don't see planes, we see people. That's what I think about, that's what Jim thinks about, that's what Tommy thinks about when we get up in the morning. It's all of you and your families and your careers. But growth alone is not the vision. Can we grow stronger based here in Kinston? Is it possible? And I think the answer is not only yes, not only emphatically yes, but it's because we're here in Kinston. I know you're all wondering whether that's something that's realistic. I've heard lots of people say, oh, you can't recruit great people in Kinston. You can't do this, you can't do that. But by the end of this decade, we will have 2,500 or more employees here in our organization. We will be recognized as the ultimate private aviation experience. That's a very lofty goal. But when you think about what we're doing here with the refurbishment and the build out, we can do this.
I can't walk around town in this shirt with people coming up to me and saying, thank you for what you do for this community. It is vitally important. And what we're doing here is incredible. We are building something that matters, not just for our customers, but for our local and national community, doing the right thing to make a lasting positive dent in the world. So what does this mean? Is a year from now, minutes matter. We are much more efficient. We have analyzed our processes. We have eliminated the redundant steps. We care about wasted time. It hurts us in our gut, and we care passionately about that customer experience. We have made this so seamless, so fast, so easy for our customers to book, fly, know what's going on with their flight than anyone else. This is our story. We are Kinston, and we're going to start introducing our family to our customers and the rest of the world.
Welcome back. I'm Allison Cossack here at the NYSE Live. We are just moments away before the opening bell when FlyExclusive is going to be doing the honors. I am honored to be here with Chris Taylor. He is the NYSE Vice President of Listings and Services. Chris, I'm so glad you're here to talk more about SPACs because the SPAC is back. Why is this one significant?
Well, you know, there was a rush of SPACs in 2020 and 2021. There's been a slowdown in the business combination, which is the de-SPAC, and coming to the public markets. And what we're seeing now is really only high quality companies are able to go through that de-SPAC process and come to the public market. So we're really excited about FlyExclusive. It's a company that's less than a decade old. It's one of the 5 largest private jet operators in the country. So they listed at the end of December. We're celebrating it today, and we're excited about what's next for them.
Can you tell our viewers about some of the programming and support that we have lined up with the listed companies for 2024?
Yeah, we support our companies in a myriad of ways, from investor relations services to board services to advisory services and to our building. Our building is an amazing place for our companies and investors to come together and, of course, to celebrate new listings like we are doing today. I have to
go.
Chris
Taylor.
No one, as
all right.
Say at the New York Stock
Go
Exchange.
to it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, Chris. Chris Taylor, Vice President of Listings here at the NYSE. Let's get to a commercial break right before we watch the opening bell. Be right back.
FlyExclusive is white glove. Compared to other private aviation experiences, this is first class. I choose FlyExclusive because they can execute on the promises that they sell and they market. If you do your research, if you do your homework, that's why FlyExclusive, I mean, I think it'd be crazy to pick anybody else. They're best in class. When you start looking at what's in the marketplace from a private aviation standpoint, first and foremost, they're vertically integrated. So their campus in the middle of North Carolina is not just a massive campus and a massive set of facilities, it's all in-house. It's an insanely impressive company they've built. It takes an aviation professional, men and women who are actual pilots, to run these kind of companies. And the lion's share of competitors to FlyExclusive don't do that. I cannot overemphasize the enjoyment factor of those hours that you're going to spend getting from point A to point B. I'm going to have the time of my life with my father, my wife, and our children. And be able to do that at 30,000 feet is only possible with experiences like this, private aviation, with FlyExclusive. I mean, that's the best part. That's why we work as hard as we work. My name is Tom Donahoe. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer, author, and entrepreneur. And I fly with FlyExclusive because, frankly, I think they're the best kept secret in private aviation.
Together, we built something truly beautiful in the true iconic notion of what America is all about.
This is our task, this is our mission. We have a clear focus and we have the ability to be agile and innovate.
It takes years of dedication to get us to this milestone. It is all because of you.
Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. It is the only thing that ever has.
To be a woman leader, it's not so easy, but it's easy if the passion and the love is coming from your heart.
The New York Stock Exchange is the symbol of what America is all about. The potential of capitalism, the potential of an American dream.
The only way you can move a society forward is a true expression of freedom.
I came down to join you, Allison. I mean, we're about
Trinity.
30 seconds out, right, before we open up the U.S. equity markets. But, I want to get a shot at this crowd just right next to us. I mean, we're seeing dozens, again, of colleagues, team members, friends who are here representing FLYX as they get ready to open up the U.S. equity markets. And, Allison, a lot of people don't know that this is an active trading floor. Actually, I'll get into that in a little bit, but we got to open it.
And there you have it. That's the opening bell with FlyExclusive ringing the opening bell. Let's talk more about the markets, bringing in the man of Wall Street, Einstein of Wall Street,
Yes, ma'am.
Peter Tuchman with all the best. Great to see you. There's a lot going on with the market today. What do you think are the biggest drivers?
I think the question that everybody's having is the whole narrative about interest rates is still something worth talking about. Look, we ended the year really strong. There was a lot of sort of marking up of the market. People wanted to really do a little bit of window dressing coming into the year. So what that ended up leaving us with, where is the economy really sitting? We saw the CPI number come out post the first of the year. It was a little disappointing. We saw the manufacturing number come out. That was very disappointing. So we're kind of getting smacked in the face a little bit by the reality of the economy. And the question is, are we going to raise the rates? Are we going to lower rates? I find it a little bit counterintuitive that we're going to start talking about lowering rates when we're not really clear that we're done raising rates, depending on the inflation story. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, the market really seems to be laser focused on not just, how many times the Fed is going to raise, or cut rather. We're so used to saying raise, but when it's going to start. And is the market really counting on knowing that at this point?
So it seems that the media has gotten everybody's expectations up for rate cuts, which I think is kind of irresponsible. And it's not a new thing, right? I mean, nothing against the media, but they get us all wrapped up in stories about lowering rates when we're not really clearly done raising them, right? It's clear that some of the inflation story, 2% is our goal. When are we going to hit that 2%, right? Is it immediately? Is it 6 months down the road? So we're not clear of when that has to happen for that to fall under the auspices of time to start cutting rates. I'm also wrapped up in lowering. We've been raising them for so long, right? I mean, so I kind of look, it's like doing a U-turn. I need to know that I'm clear about that we're done raising them before I engage the story about lowering them, because it's one of the most significant economic policies that we do that will affect everything.
Do you think Fed Chair Jay Powell will make it absolutely clear for the market before they start cutting? Or
I'm a fan of him. He threw it on the table in the last meeting, and the market reacted accordingly to it. He did say for the first time that we are going to start seeing, perhaps starts Q2, 2 to 3 cuts next year. So look, but he always then has the corollary afterwards that this is a data-driven decision. And the data right now in the first 2 weeks of the year has shown us ISM is disappointing and the CPI number was actually changing direction on the way up. So is that going to change things? I know it's very minute, but it's very funny how we get very hyper-focused. The world seems to be looking at these numbers. I think we need to reevaluate the way we interpret economic data, earnings. Look, we saw JP Morgan and Citibank have, even though their earnings were okay, they took charges from the banking crisis of last year. Think about that. That was a major thing that the market kind of fluffed off in a way. We had a huge banking failure last year, a few months ago, and it did not affect the market like you would have thought. It did on the short term. So I think we're now going to see over the next couple of months, the market kind of get its footing to try and digest what happened really in 2023, what was really positive, and where we're going from there.
Okay, besides what the Fed may or may not do, what are the other catalysts for the market?
Well, obviously, we're looking at earnings right now. And as I said, some of the companies are sort of taking charges from last year that we didn't really anticipate. Manufacturing is obviously clearly one of them. I think, look, we're in week 2 of 2024. I think we had an amazing year. So we've got to start to digest the reality of the markets, the reality of what's going on. Look, I still think we've got issues around oil, around the global, around the Red Sea, about the crisis in the Middle East. Even though that doesn't always have a direct effect on the market, the fact is that the disruption of oil going through the Straits of Hormuz or the Sinai is going to affect the market. It's going to affect oil, and in turn, eventually will affect our market.
Thanks for all of your expertise, Peter Tuchman. Love to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
See you soon. All right,
Bye,
we're gonna take a quick commercial break and be right back.
All right, now we will be speaking with some of FlyExclusive's executives in just a few moments, but first I want to take a look at some of the most memorable moments of 2023, including when General Randy George, he is the Chief of Staff for the U.S. Army, rang the opening bell on Veterans Day. Let's take a look. All right, it looks like we're going to stay on me. I am getting surrounded here by FlyExclusive's team, including Chris Taylor, who Allison spoke with. I mean, we're getting ready to ring the first trade bell again. We're getting images right here. Let me step out of the way because this is going to get extremely busy. And like Allison and I were talking about earlier, this is an active trading floor. Between 100 to 200 traders are right now placing in those orders as we just opened up the U.S. equity markets. And, you know, before that, they were placing in the orders that were coming in overnight. You know, this is the largest exchange in the world in terms of market cap, about $40 trillion in total market cap right now. We are seeing the team get ready for their photo opportunity. There's the chairman, Jim Seagrave, who we will speak to in just a few moments. They are talking to their DMM, again, that's Citadel Securities. And what sets us apart from any other exchange in the world is the fact that we have a designated market maker. This is a specialized trader who stands along with your stock for the days, weeks, months, years ahead. And we have had some of our companies listed with us upwards of 200 years. Con Edison is our oldest listed company who has been listed with us for 230 years. There we go. The first trade bell has taken place. There's Chris Taylor alongside Jim Seagrave. Again, he is the founder, CEO, and chairman of FlyExclusive. You know, he has really helped establish this company since it first was established back in 2015. We're going to talk to him all about that journey, how today is especially meaningful and significant. He was saying that, you know, this is really a milestone. This is not the finish line just yet. This is just the beginning. We're capturing right now the next phase of what's to come for FlyExclusive. We're seeing the team gather again around that first trade bell where our in-house photography team is capturing this moment. alongside the 2,400, over 2,400 listed companies that are here at the NYSE. Again, captivating this huge milestone today, but again, this is just the beginning. Jim gave a really heartfelt thank you to the whole team who has helped get to this pivotal moment. Right now, we're seeing their stock up. It's trading right now at about $6.63. We're getting images of that right now. Ticker symbol FLYX. And I think Jim is about to make his way over to where we could speak to him. Again, everything that's really taken part to get to this pivotal moment today. All of the team members, especially the deal team who we mentioned in the boardroom, the executive team who has been working day and night, some people 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He is walking over right now, being escorted by my colleague Alex. And we are going to get ready to speak with him now. Jim.
Hey, how are you?
I'm Trinity. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Congratulations. I mean, we just saw you ringing the first trade bell. You opened up the U.S. equity markets. I mean, you established this company back in 2015. Tell me about this journey, what it means to you today, the significance behind it.
It's just incredible for our customers, for our employees, for our shareholders, that I just now have shareholders. It was just me. And so that we now have investors and people that believe in what we're doing in the business and where we're trying to take it is super exciting. So I'm very, very happy to be here. And
you know, I want to talk to you about the timing that you just mentioned. Why was now the right time to join the NYSE?
So we've been building the business for almost 9 years now and got it to the point where it's ready to go to the next stage. And then it takes a lot of capital to build this business and turn it into a more fractional-based business of fractional airplanes. And so it's a big deal for us to do this. We're really excited about being here.
Let's talk about your goals for 2024. Are there any areas of the business that you are specifically focused on?
Continuing, we've got a bunch of airplanes on order, so we've got a whole lot of deliveries coming this year. We've got to get those in service, launched, continue hire the pilots, and sell those shares of fractions. So we're out there available to sell shares of fractions, and we're going to do a lot of development this year and transitioning the fleet from a little older fleet to a much newer fleet. So hopefully much more reliable fleet, less mechanicals, and more profitability along the way as well, operating better aircraft. So this is a really big opportunity for us to do that.
Let's talk about the fleet more. I mean, you operate 90 jets, right? So
over 100 now.
Oh, a little over 100. That's great. So we're growing as we speak.
I think it's 104, 105, but I can't keep them straight anymore. They're going in and out so quick.
Well, that's good news for you. But, you know, let's talk about what is your goal for 2024? How many do you want to add? Like, how large would you like to grow your fleet?
I don't know. Well, we're going to about 20 this year, but the limitation is how many of them can we get delivered. So I appreciate the question. I've got some Textron people here. We can put a lot of pressure on them to get more of them for us. We only have about 16 of them coming this year from them, but so that's the biggest limitation is how many can we get.
Well, Jim, I wish you continued success. Congratulations on your big day. We welcome you back to the New York Stock Exchange anytime. I don't have a hand to shake. Thank you so much for having congratulations. Me. I'll let you continue the celebration with your colleagues.
Thank you so much.
Take care. All right, you guys, that just about wraps it up. I'm going to bring Allison back in.
Who doesn't love personalized private aviation, right?
I know. I mean, I am all about personal aviation, but anyways, but that just about does it for us, everyone. Make sure to tune into our live show at 4 p.m. where we're going to be hosting the closing bell as well.
All right, it's been great being here. See you later today. Bye.
Iconic brands speak for themselves. The strongest brands stand the test of time. We are so excited to welcome you to our community. Today is all about you.
We've never lost sight of what we're trying to do and deliver that mission.
Going through this experience with my partners and my family has been unbelievable.
We imagined something that didn't exist yet, and we believed that we could do it.
You're going to look back on this accomplishment as one of the finest you've ever done.
I want you to know that the best is yet to come.
Just a few minutes, we'll go downstairs to the legendary New York Stock Exchange trading floor to ring the opening bell. The history here, the tradition, it's just incredible for us to be at this moment.